The story of Dennis Stuewe begins right here in Hamburg. Not far from here, Dennis grew up on a farm, and he was the second of 12 children. At Central High School, he was an outstanding student and athlete, excelling in football, basketball, and track. His talent earned him a scholarship to the University of Nebraska, where he became an all-conference running back in 1962. From there, he reached the pinnacle of the sport, playing professionally in the NFL for the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets from 1964 to 1968. But Dennis's story does not end with football fame. After his playing days, he dedicated his life to teaching and coaching in New Jersey, serving more than 3 decades as a physical education teacher while coaching youth leagues and volunteering endlessly in the community. Known for his kindness, his humility, and his willingness to help anyone in need, from serving as an usher at church to leading Hurricane Katrina rebuilding efforts, to cheering on his grandchildren from the bleachers. Even while battling Alzheimer's late in life, Dennis showed an unshakable spirit and a smile for everyone. Dennis passed away in 2022, leaving behind a legacy of excellence, service, and love of family. Tonight, we remember and honor him. Please welcome the family of Dennis Stuewe.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor for the 3 of us to be here this evening as we celebrate our father and all of the Central High School Hall of Fame inductees. Before we begin, my siblings and I, and this was my brother's idea, would like to welcome our dad's siblings to come up to the front of the stage, as this award for our father is as much a part of them as it is a part of us. Having them up here will help me from seeing their faces as they are bawling their eyes out as I give this speech. If you know the Stuewe's family, we cry like babies. We would first like to thank the entire Hall of Fame committee, Central Boosters, the Raider Rally Committee, and Sarah Hammers for all of the time and effort that she put into this very special day. All of you put into this very special evening. Thank you as well to all of Dad's siblings, nieces, nephews, and high school friends for being here tonight to celebrate with us. My name is Denise, and I am Dennis and Rita Stuewe's oldest daughter. I am incredibly blessed to be here tonight alongside my brother Michael and my sister Megan. It is always wonderful to travel to Minnesota to visit our beloved Stuewe family, especially on an occasion like this. Our dad grew up on a farm with 11 siblings on the south side of Hamburg. He was one of 12 children and the oldest son of Howard and Esther Stuewe. Dad was a 3-sport athlete who excelled in football, basketball, and baseball and track. A few highlights of his athletic career include winning the 100, 200, and 400 meters at the district and region levels, which earned him a spot at the state track meet. Fun fact, back then, Central High School did not even have a track team. You may wonder, how could Dennis have earned a spot at the state meet? Well, believe it or not, one of his football coaches told him that because of his speed, he should train to compete in the districts. And if you know my dad, you know he was always up for a challenge. And if you're a Stuewe, you know exactly what that means. You train at the districts, for the districts. Dad trained on his own with no coach, running through the streets of Hamburg and the alfalfa fields, putting in the work to be in the best possible condition. That determination carried him from the districts to the regions, all the way to the state meet. What an accomplishment. Dad was an exceptional athlete, driven to work hard at whatever he set his mind to. Dad was a shy student athlete, according to his yearbook quote, who always led by example. He was a two-time all-conference football player and co-captain of his team. He helped lead what may have been Central High School's only undefeated football team. Because of his success, he earned a full scholarship to play football at the University of Nebraska, an incredible honor for a small-town Minnesota athlete from Hamburg. At Nebraska, Dad played in the Gotham Bowl, held in the original Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York, where they defeated the University of Miami. His exceptional collegiate career led him to the Minnesota Vikings, where he played in preseason games and later joined the practice squad. He also spent time with the Steelers, Jets, and Giant practice squads, even practicing alongside legends like Fran Tarkenton and Joe Namath. Eventually, Dad went on to play in the Continental Football League, which is equivalent of AAA baseball, continuing to live out his passion for the game. After he hung up his football cleats from professional football, Dad soon met and fell in love with our beautiful mother, Rita. They settled in Somerset, New Jersey in 1973, where our 87-year-old mother still lives today. If you think Dad hung up his cleats for good, think again. He thrived in softball, basketball, golf, and bowling leagues. And if poker counts as a sport, well, you can add that to the list too. Dad and Mom were deeply involved in their church, St. Matthias, where they spent countless hours volunteering together. We attended Mass as a family every Sunday and always enjoyed his famous homemade breakfast afterward. Dad traveled with parishioners to New Orleans to help rebuild homes after Hurricane Katrina hit. Dad and Mom were a beautiful, faithful, faith-driven couple who led by example in love and service. Dad was also a devoted coach to all of us in Somerset, New Jersey, and it's no surprise that all three of us followed in his footsteps as Division I student athletes, Michael in football at Virginia Tech, Megan in soccer at Iona College, and myself in basketball at Loyola University. A fun story. After one of my first college basketball games, our families gathered up in the mezzanine that overlooks the men's basketball game. It was a doubleheader that day. My dad noticed a man leaning against the wall and asked, "Who is that?" I said, "Oh, that's my head coach's husband, Randy Beverly." Dad's jaw dropped. "Randy Beverly?" He asked. When I said yes, he told me that Randy Beverly had been his teammate years earlier. Dad at the time was property of the Giants, and Randy was with the Jets. The Jets had wanted to activate our dad for the Super Bowl, one game. But because of the Giants' rights to our dad, unfortunately, Randy Beverly was activated instead because he was with the Jets, and went on to play in the Super Bowl, where he earned his ring in 1969. So they reconnected that night, shared memories, and Randy even showed Dad his huge Super Bowl ring. And man, that stung. As you can see, my dad didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but in our eyes, Dad reached something far greater, the hearts of everyone who loved him. He played the game of life as well as his battle with Alzheimer's with courage, grace, and love. I'm a student, can't help it. He will always be our champion. Dad, this Hall of Fame induction is your moment, and we are so honored to accept it for you. Thank you for always encouraging us to be our best, for the drive you instill in us, and for the endless love you gave. So, it's a bittersweet moment for all of us, but we couldn't be prouder to stand here in your honor. Congratulations, Dad, you did it. Thank you.